Oh. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. Make co-host. Let me just, hello. Oh my gosh, I love that you're dressed. I need you to make me a margarita.
I know.
Look at Letty right now. And she wanted to bring you like,
yeah.
Hola, amigo.
Oh my God, you're so cute.
Guacamole.
Wow.
I'm gonna make guacamole today. I'm gonna make guacamole.
No.
Yum.
I don't know. I'll ask. No, he's busy doing Cinco de Mayo. I don't know. He's asking something about Adam.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I made you a co-host, I guess, unless if there's people like in the waiting room.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think so because this is. If you see anybody waiting.
Okay.
I was just gonna put a note in her. Hey, Alyssa. Oh my God, how cute! You guys in your like theme days in your groups are so cute.
We have so much fun with them. Oh my gosh.
I know, I love it. It's super cute. I wish I had the energy to do that. I used to do that when I ran actually the Beachbody test groups. We would do like one day a week, but we were in person, and we would do like one day a week where we would dress up like a theme, and it is. It's so much fun. And I remember
it gets people engaged.
Yeah, no, for sure. I remember, so in New York, right, you just ride the train everywhere. I remember like getting on the train dressed in like outfits. One day we did Britney Spears Day, and so I wore like the full on like Catholic schoolgirl outfit at 6 a.m. getting on the train. You know, people were like, "Where's she coming from?" I had a late night. I just want to say that our we shall start. Hi, everybody. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Where is the invite thing? Whatever. No, I can't find the link to this call. Security. Share. No. Lock meeting. Participants. Meeting link. I'm just looking for the meeting link. Hold on. And then we will start. Sorry, I was on a one-on-one like literally 2 seconds before this call, so
Right here.
I am.
Oh, no, I didn't drop it.
Let's just start. I was just going to try and say team call's happening now, but everyone is an adult in here. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody. Everybody. Yeah. And I meant to shower before this, but I'm gonna, let's see, oops, mute. And I'm gonna unmute Alyssa. All right. Hey guys, thank you for jumping on our last minute call. And thank you for being patient that we did change our team call tonight for new coaches. That'll be tomorrow night. So if you have any new coaches, that's tomorrow night. And I'm glad we were able to throw this in. I do believe that it was Liz who called this meeting and said she needed an emergency meeting on how Alyssa and her team were crushing this business by running free groups. So we thought that we would just do this on a like Q&A basis because, and then if you guys have questions, just go ahead and put it in the chat box. Let me just do, all right, we'll just put it in the chat. Can you see everybody? Everybody thumbs up. So I'm going to keep it in gallery view since we're going to do it Q&A style. So let me introduce. So Alyssa Simons is a soon-to-be star diamond in 3 weeks. So she's got 3 more, well, technically 4 more, but 3 more Wino Wednesdays, if you want to count this Wednesday, right? I'm holding qualification for Star Diamond, but pushing straight through to 2-star, and has been really crushing this business, not just her own personal business. I think you probably was last month your biggest Success Club month.
It was.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it was the biggest Success Club month, but not just that. her team is
Mm.
Healing Success Club. Her team is extremely active, and I know that they do a lot of things together with Alyssa leading the way. So I asked her to come on to share exactly what she's doing, because I think this is really great for new coaches or anybody who is just needing to rev up the business again. And what I love about this system is that it's entirely duplicatable. And I know she will say it, that it is a lot of hard work. Okay. So we'll talk about how long the free groups are. We'll talk, because we're going to go through her system. So I'm going to go step by step, as if somebody was like, okay, I've never done this before. I don't know what a free group is. So I will just ask you point blank. So you decide, how do you decide when you're going to run a free group? Like, how far in advance do you plan it?
So we ran our first free group last month, and we decided it the month before. So we kind of reverse engineered it. We knew that 10 rounds was coming. I think we were a week late from everybody else, but we knew we don't always do it exactly company wide. It might be a week or two after, but we knew it was coming out. So we made the free group to basically run right into when our 10 rounds was going to start. So just reverse engineer it. I think they're ran best in the beginning of the month. So our goal, multiple coaches inside of this free group, is to hit Success Club by Sunday or Saturday. So the first week of the month to hit SC5, because we all have a goal of SC10, because we all want those free leads.
Great. So we start the group on a Monday, obviously, right? We start most group on Monday. And the goal, I love that you said it, the goal is so that we lock in Success Club in that first week from this free group. Okay. So this group, well, I think that group she ran for 2 weeks, but you're only going to be doing 1 week now, right? 1 week groups. Somebody did ask that.
Yes. So we decided to do the 2 weeks the first time. And I will tell you, the 7-day one is a trial run, because if for some reason we don't get the results like we did the first time, next month we'll go back to the 2 weeks. The 2 weeks was incredible. And so I'm gonna kind of refer back to that one the most, because I know that we had success from that one. If you can keep somebody on this healthy, with that momentum for 2 weeks, they literally rolled right into 10 rounds. And I have not had one person that we signed with the 10 rounds fall off yet. Not even one. We're going to probably have at least 10 people with results from 10 rounds. At least. I haven't counted them yet.
Okay. So my next question to you is, I have 2 questions. So, and we don't always have a launch. Okay. So we don't always get to leverage that, but you can leverage that you're going to run a group, whatever the program is, right? So the intention is, whether it's a launch, but especially if there's a launch, you see how they took full advantage. They planned it a month ahead, and it doesn't even have to be a company launch. Maybe it's your launch. What are you launching, right? Your own brand yourself, right? Maybe you still want to do a 10 rounds launch, because it's still on VIP access. It's still, you still can't get it. So who's to say that you can't just run your own launch, right? You're launching your group, or your 10 rounds group is launching. And excuse me. And then the other thing I was going to ask you is, so doesn't have to be 10 rounds. Just make sure you have something that you're marketing. My next question is, where did you guys all find these people to put in this group? And she ran it on Facebook, if that's a question.
Yeah, so I ran it on Facebook. Obviously, bod groups hadn't fully rolled out. But, obviously the goal in the future would be to run it on there. But we really loved, and I'm going to use this word, I'm going to steal it from Tati, the exclusivity of bod. So we weren't trying to run anything on any kind of tracker, because that is our VIP type of group. So we keep it on Facebook, which I will tell you, there is some people here and there that you find that don't have Facebook, but that's neither here nor there, but we ran it on Facebook just because it has everything that we need. You know, we can plug in files, we can schedule events. It kind of just keeps track of everything for us right now. That's what's working right now.
Well, and so I'm sorry, I don't know if I missed it, but is it just all of you are just posting all over your stories on your, like, where?
Oh, sorry. Okay. So how I got people. Okay. So me personally, I do not really push the free group on my stories because I'm actively looking for, you know, for coaches and people to go all in. What I'm doing is I'm reaching out to those quality people that I've already, I kind of call them hesitant Helens, where they've been watching me. I've sent them challenge packs. They've ghosted me a little bit. They've chatted with me. We've connected. Like, I call these quality people because we're connecting. It's not just like a hey girl. It's me like really building a connection with them, but they're just hesitant. They've taken a look at it. They've viewed it. I've looked it on the cart status. So those are the people that I send to, but I do know from my downline and, you know, all of my downline, people are reaching out to pretty much anybody and everybody. So this group that you saw, 93 people, it seems like as if everybody pretty much was just reaching out to anybody that was interested in the free group. So it could be both. It really could. I guess for me personally, I want to make sure that I can deliver quality, tender, loving care rather than quantity. So I only invite select few in hopes that only maybe 2 or 3 that convert, but they're going to be lifers and believers. So
the important thing here that which I love, because everybody is so different, right? So she has coaches in her downline that are newer, and so they're going to put everybody and anybody in there. Alyssa is at a point in her business where she doesn't offer free, right? Like her whole goal is, you know, she's at a different level now. So she's doing personal invites, and that's something Alyssa just does. And she'll share that, is that she's very one-on-one with everybody. Like she does like direct messages, invite people versus just throwing it up. I mean, she'll still throw an ad or whatever, a promo up to promote for her group. But most of your work is all private messages, behind the scenes. So you can go about it any way, right? It's a free group. So.
And not only that, but like Tanya said, in the beginning, if you're newer, that confidence may not be there. So just sending a, hey, like I have a free group. They see that you're doing workouts. You may not have that confidence to just hold conversations. I mean, for anybody that's, you know, a little more of a veteran, we've all been there where it just feels really, you know, hairy, scary. Like that's a self-limiting belief you haven't gotten past yet. And that's okay. I have tons of coaches that are there right now. They're just in the beginning of their journey. So for them, just reaching out to tons and just saying, hey, I have a free group. What's great about that is they're bringing them in, and the ones that are veterans can give that tender, loving care. And then we're able to help them walk through those steps of how to convert them to a challenge pack, how to convert them to the coaching opportunity. So we're kind of just guiding them through there.
Yeah. Okay. So this is because, so she does this with her downline. So she does this with her whole team so that like the newer coaches can have somewhere to plug into. And she, you know, like she said, the veterans can help out. So I want to go, okay, now we're in the group. And what I want to say, I should have asked you to share. That's okay. Can you share like what you do in that week, like the content and what works best for you guys as far as content? Because I know that's key in a free group.
Absolutely. So let me refer back here because I know I don't want to forget anything.
Yeah, no. This is like everyone's just taking notes. It's like, doesn't matter, like it's not perfect. We just want to know what you're doing.
Okay. So I think I wrote down that I'm grooming these people to be coach quality. So the first things first is I put out goals. I put out goals, and I go and plug my goals in for this 7-day challenge. And I'll tag all of the people that I invited. And of course, I have another feed telling my coaches, hey, tag your people. So we put their goals down. Of course, this is outside of already asking them, hey, what's your goals for your 7 days? That's the work that's having to be. That's why we say there's a lot of work put into it. It's because you have to put in the work to find out what they need so you can find their solution at the end of this. So I'm training them to be a coach, basically. So we're going to, in the beginning, we're going to set the standard for doing gratitudes every day. Does everybody do them? No, this is in the beginning. I didn't do gratitudes in the beginning, but I've noticed that has worked for me and my coaches. So we're putting it out there. And it not only that, but it kind of gives them a taste of what you are expected to do as a challenger, because we do that in our challenge group.
Can I ask you a question really quick? Because now that you because you're developed, you obviously have a system for this. Do you have all this like in a Google Doc so that like it's like you can share? Could be an idea. You don't have to, but so that you can like, I know all your coaches are in it, but think like generations down, like having a system that people can like plug into. I'm just saying, for some of you on here who have a downline already, that's just a good tool. It's just to create some kind of system that they can plug into. But anyway.
So that is part of my projects that I have that I'm going to be creating next. I got to make some project time to create that doc, because it all of this sparked from when you gave that doc for the coach sneak peek. I ran that based on your doc. So I was able to duplicate that. Yeah. And so I need to do the same for that as well. So that I will be creating.
Because you have such great ideas that it would be great. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll stop interrupting. So you do goals, you do set gratitude.
Yes, goals and gratitude daily. And I go in there and I plug mine in daily. And a lot of my coaches already have, that habit as well. So we'll do that. We do a giveaway, which is how we get everybody to engage. A lot of people are coming in and they're like, I have to post my sweaty selfie. I'm like, well, you don't have to, but if you don't want the free swag at the end, you could literally win the free swag. So we do the giveaway. You have to post, in this case, it was 5 selfies a week. In the 2-week one, 5 selfies a week, sweaty selfies. If I'm correct, it was 3 or 5 meals, and it could be snacks or whatever. And then the main one was that this one is hard to keep track of, but it's really important, is engaging and empowering somebody else in the group. You have to comment. And remember grooming them to be coaches and challengers. These are the things that you do. You post every day, you journal you document your journey. And then, you're recognizing and engaging and empowering your challengers and your teammates. So that's part of the giveaway. Okay. And I'll tell you, on the first one, we had so many people on that spin wheel. It was crazy. So many people. We gave extra credit for like random little things, like jumping on the Zoom, doing maybe a spirit week, like something or another. We gave extra entries for that. So we did the giveaway.
Cute.
And then we go live for all the different things, all the coaches. That is one of the things I will tell you. If you are a veteran, like if you're trying to run it for your downline, they are expected to show up. They can't just toss people in there and hope everybody else does the work for you. This is a group effort to reach our goals. So every single person that has said, I'm in and I'm going to put people in there, their job is to either go live for, maybe their jam is the containers. Maybe their jam, they found these amazing Shakeology recipes and they're in love with Shakeology. Maybe, I know we've done this in both of the times that we did it, modifications. I know Dati did modifications like the last time, and I did it this time for people that are just starting out. They're doing the sample workouts. They're scared. They're like, oh my gosh, my coach is doing all them crazy jumps. It's okay. We show modifications. Recipes, we jump on with that. We show our food and then offer the recipes. We offer PD. We put in podcasts that are reading pictures of the 5. This one right here, have this when you're running this group, because so many people that you're bringing in have not put in those healthy habits that you have. So I always post stuff of the 5-second rule. And then of course our mom crack chat, jump on, and when we're making our mom crack, we go on there and chat. So, or you'll just, do a video and then post it on there and talk about your mom crack. That gets people going, y'all. Everybody needs energy. So just going live and interacting with the people in there, because a lot of them will watch your lives and they'll ask questions, and that gets you engaged as well. So we do that.
So my other question is, what kind of workouts do you, like, what workouts do they do? Or like, how do you do that? And then my first question is, do you guys make sure that they get a free account with you? Oh no, did I freeze? Oh no, did I freeze? Shit.
Is that
Is that me cutting off?
no? I think it's Anya.
It's me. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry, and of course he's like trimming the bushes right in front of my window right now. Sorry. Anyway,
Okay,
can you
ask me
move?
that
Oh my
question
God.
towards that.
Sorry. One, do you have them sign up with a free account before they get into your group?
So good question. So my coaches and my downline are all different, from all different, ages and whatnot. So what I did was I gave them the option. I said, hey, I made this PDF. This one was for the 7 days. I used the same, because we're using the same group. We use the same PDF and workouts on there, so we could complete the 7 days. On the 2-week one, though, we gave them the free link, because that puts that person in your, I call it the coup. Sorry, y'all. I call it the coup. Puts it in your coup. So they're always a suspect now, or more like a prospect, because they're warm now. So yes, coup. Coach Online Office. So I tell them, look, if your prospect does not want to fill out the link, then they can use the PDF. So we have that PDF there, and everybody will tag, hey, you can use this PDF. Or they can use the link if they decide to do the link. I did not do the link this time.
The PDF. Sorry, my internet
fine.
keeps going in and out, and so I might have missed it. So you created a PDF with links to each workout of the free workouts. Is that what you did? Okay.
Yes, it has.
There is one that exists. I know you made one on your own, but there's one that exists.
I can post it. Yeah, I can
awesome.
totally post it.
Because I think Beachbody also put one. No, I know they put one out when the quarantine first happened. They did a full list of all the free workouts. Mm-hmm. They are linkable. They just don't link to you.
Yeah, they're the Vimeo, and these are not. They don't link to me either. So if somebody wanted to go back into the group and take they could, if they wanted to, go back in there. But the first time around, we did use the link.
Okay.
Just because it was 2 weeks, and we knew we were going to convert a lot of them after the 2 weeks,
okay.
And you want those people's information in your back office.
Right, and so so it depends on however you want to do it. If you want everyone to do the same workout that you can set a calendar, or just let them pick. I would let them pick, because we have so many.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I do, like I was mentioning earlier, we have women that are a little older, so they're, I guess their target market is a little different. They're very skittish about putting their information online. So they liked the PDF better.
Got it. It makes sense to have different options. Okay, so the big question is, the big question, how do you guys go about converting them over into your paid group? Because you say, so she doesn't talk about price, and they don't talk about packages. They don't do any of that in their free groups.
No. So to give you an example, today, everybody was, all of the coaches in there were posting their mom crack. And of course, people were asking questions, what is that? Yes, I need energy. Because they were posting like, hey, I'm a mom of 3. I got 2 fur babies. Now I have energy for this. And people were relating to that, right? So our job as the coach is to be like, let me go ahead and send you a quick message, and I'll give you more info. And don't get me wrong, there's times where I'm there tagging people's coaches. Hey, Patsy will give you some info, or we're like screenshotting and put it in our coach page. Be like, hey, I don't know who this person belongs to, but somebody needs to go and give them more info. But yeah, we don't put prices, we don't put anything on there. We personally send them messages. And not only that, I think that's number one, it's best because you get to know them better and get to talk about what they're struggling with, the best solution for them, create that like customizable package for them. But outside of that, I believe that it is creating more confidence in our coaches to reach out and do more of that. So when they end this and they went with zero confidence, now they're like, man, I can do this.
So you reach out to each of the people that you invited with a direct invite. Well, you engage in a conversation and you let them know that you're proud of them, whatever it is, and that your group starts here and man, I would love to have you in it, or you definitely need to be in it type of message.
So yeah, every day we're checking in with our people. And that's why it's really important, like for me, not to add so many in there. I want to be able to connect with them and be like, how is your workout going? Like, could you use more energy? Did you take a look at my superfoods? Like, is that something that you think you might need? What about the nutrition? What are you struggling with? So I get to,
You go to each one you invite. Go girl.
I know
It's true. You have to.
If I didn't, I mean, this is a lot of work, y'all. It truly is, but
But it's working.
It's working. Not only that, but I'm seeing an amazing retention rate from it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to get results. How many times can y'all say that you've added people, they've paid for a challenge pack, they pay for it, and they jump in the group and they do nothing? I don't want your money. I want you to come and I want to get you results. So, I mean, when I run those groups, by the end of it, I'm like, you are doing amazing. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't join this group. And they're like, well, yeah, sign me up.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, if I'm doing all the things as a coach, sign me up.
And now we have the summer strong sale for $140, y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's right. Letty used to she rocked. Well, go ahead, Letty, you can share what you did in the beginning.
Well, just everything that Alyssa's saying. I built my business the first 3 years with consistent every month free groups. And I believe in the power of them. I do believe, and I love that you guys are trying like different approaches, because I used to do that too. I'm like, let me try a 5-day group. Let me try 7. Oh, that one didn't work that well. How can I tweak it? How can I make it better? I think a lot of coaches, well, I know that have told me they assume it's going to be so amazing right off the bat, and it might not be. So you have to keep trying, tweaking, leave what works, that kind of thing. Like, don't be afraid to try different approaches. But there is really a power in free groups and offering value and loving on people, like Alyssa says. And it takes time and it is work. But once you have like your template and your content, you can keep using the same content, maybe tweak it a little bit here and there, maybe make it different themes. But I love that you guys are doing this. And I'm just like, I used to do that, like the free stuff. It's really powerful and it really works. And it just helps you build, and it's fun. It helps you build relationships. And I remember in the beginning, I wasn't getting a lot of paid customers. So this was huge for my confidence. This was huge for me just to be able to help others and offer value. And if they joined me for a paid group, great. If they didn't, hey, I still offered value. I still made that relationship, those connections. And maybe they didn't join me right away, but maybe 3-4 months, a year later, maybe they will, because I was that person providing value for them. So.
And I love it that you keep the same group going. So those people who didn't join, so that's my other question. I'm going to play devil's advocate though. What about the people who, you'll get those people who will do forever for free. And that's also something that you don't build a business like that. So what do you do? Obviously you're not kicking them out of the group.
No. So to be totally
hope
honest,
that they do. You just hope that they convert. And if not, whatever.
And so this is like I play offense instead of defense. I mean, if they didn't want to commit to it, I mean, they can take themselves out of the group. I mean, I have also reached out to the ones that didn't commit last time. I said, hey, this group is coming back up, y'all. Like, you ready to do this? Some said no, and some said yes. And then there's some that just stayed in there. And then there's, I'm going to be totally honest. I didn't focus my energy on the ones from last time. And that may be something that we might have to do after this one, being that there's 93 people in there.
Because if you're rocking such an amazing free group, what's the motivation for them to leave that group and go into your paid group? You know what I mean? So just
Well, they're missing all the goods. I mean,
that question comes up a lot with people. So that's why
I'm sure. And to be totally honest, they're missing the whole total solution. So, I mean, the workouts, like what you heard on National Wake Up Call, that is a very small piece of this community. So small. The community itself is priceless, and you're really missing that because we only run that once a month, and you're not going to get results from something that's held for 7 or 14 days, opposed to in a community.
Right there. That's the messaging. You're not going to get results by sitting in a free group that doesn't have. So I'm just trying to.
Of course.
It's a common question that people ask, and it's actually a common problem that people have, especially when they don't have a lot of people, right? And so they'll get people who want free, and then they pour all this energy and time, and then so. Hold on, I want to make sure I read this question. The group is free for 5 days. Oh, okay, so the group is not, but it's not closed, right? They keep the same group open, but they don't do any more posting in there, right?
I actually turn off. I go in there that nobody can post outside of me. After
that. There you go. There, that answers that. And then yes, they keep the same group running. And do you repeat info in there?
I mean, I guess we're going to repeat info because we're going to do our shakes. We're going to drink our mom crack. But I mean, it's all presented different. I mean, we all do things differently every time. I don't think we're meaning to replicate, but the information, yes, will be duplicated.
And if I could add something to it, that's what I would tell the people, those people that just want free over and over. I would say, like, girl, it's going to be the same content. You're welcome to stay in there. But if you want like more, if you want what everybody else, what I'm using, the workouts that I'm using, the meal plans, like, you're going to want to join my VIP group. So that's how you can turn around on those who always want to be in, and you'll always have those, and you'll have those who never joined a paid group. But I would always just say, like, it's going to be the same content. You're welcome to stay in there, but I have the VIP group that I think you should join.
Perfect wording. So I think we answered her question. Okay. I don't want to take up too much more of your time because you provided so much value. Does anybody else, because the reason why I was like, I got to have Alyssa on this call. Well, actually Liz asked for it. But I've always wanted her to share because she's just not hitting Success Club, but her team is from this group. And what I keep hearing, the recurring theme is engaging, and keeping it fun, but also engaging. So if you're running this group, you have to engage, like fully engage, do the live videos, tagging your people. I mean, constantly share. And then the huge behind the scenes work. Right? Like of private messaging them throughout the group, not just at the end. Right? So that's how by the time you get to day 5, you've had a lot of conversations with your people, and they're probably like, they may buy that pack on day 2, you know?
Yeah, so we had people that converted in the first week, 2 coaches. So, I mean, it's because we were checking in with them every day. And we even saw messages like from people like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much for checking in on me. I've never had that before. Because you don't get that at the gym unless you pay for an expensive trainer,
and
you know?
The value that then there's the thing that you can talk about in your groups. Like, yeah, anybody can go do a free workout online. Anybody can do that. But do you have somebody who is actually supporting you and motivating you and checking in on you? Okay, yes. What's included in the free group? Yes, free workouts. Can a coach join another coach's bod group? Yeah. But it depends on who that coach, like it depends if that coach is going to let you in. Depends, right? So that's, yeah. So you can, if there's another coach on the team that you want to be part of their group, definitely reach out to them. But if it's like another coach on a different team, I highly doubt that they will put you in their group.
And I recommend you doing these free groups with other coaches. If you notice that they match your style, And that's the thing. It has to, and that's why I do it with my downline, because, they've been groomed a certain way already. But if they match your style, I mean, it's a lot of work. I'll say that again. It's a lot of work. So having multiple people in there to carry that load,
Yeah.
I mean, we probably have about 5, 6, there might be 5 to 7 coaches in there, putting in the work, answering questions when one person comments, I might not be on my phone and somebody else, and then, they'll tag your name on there. Hey, well, Alyssa can send you a message. I mean, there's a lot of teamwork in there.
Definitely. So the key message is, so running a free group with another person or multiple people, the more people, obviously, the easier the workload is on you and the more fun it is. And then the more people you can have on there, and it just makes it more exciting. But another thing that I think is really important that Alyssa keeps saying is, because I don't even think that I really made this intention when I've only run a few free groups, but of grooming them to be coaches. Grooming them to be coaches in a free group. Basically, that is her coach sneak peek. Like it's all in one. Why can't it be all in one? And then, so I love that that's your intention when you start a group. I think that's really important, y'all, for everybody who starts a free group. What is your specific intention and goal of the group? And everyone's is going to be different, for the most part, your goal is to hit Success Club and get them in a paid group, but also dig a little bit deeper. Like, what else? Alyssa's like, oh no, the people that I invited, those are my next 10 coaches.
Yeah. And I mean, I've ran Coach Sneak Peeks for probably the last year. That is a lot of work. So if you can some way, somehow combine it, like what we did was on the 14-day one, on Thursday, we talked about our company's successes. We recognized coaches that had prospects that had converted to coaches. We called them out. We're like, I know that you don't know what this means, but we're freaking celebrating over here.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I love doing that. It's like a ring the bell. Like, so-and-so joined and ding, ding, ding. And there's something about other people, it creates that FOMO and people want to be part of that. So they're like, I want my name to be ding, ding, ding. Like, come on down, price is right. I think you answered this, but do you Zoom workout with your free group?
So we've been Zooming workout like way before this whole thing. We've been Zooming for probably like 2.5 years, my team. So for us, it's like no big deal, but yes, they are invited to the Zoom workout. We blow it up on Friday, talk about the Zoom workout. This time we're going to do it themed. We do themed ones sometimes where we come dressed up. Last one was Disney and everybody showed up and it was amazing. So yes, we definitely do Zoom workouts. Absolutely.
No, they do a separate one. It's not the one that they do their own team one. Somebody asked if it was the same one. The other question, I think this was answered. I'll let you answer. I'll have my answer. I'll just go. There is the 14-day free bod trial. I don't think that's smart to do in a free group because it is not easy to get out of that free trial. It's annoy balls. Like, it's annoying.
No.
Because it converts right away into a quarterly membership. And when they sign up for that, they're going to have to put their credit card information down. And it doesn't seem so free after all, even though it is. But like, it basically is 14 days free. And then it rolls into a quarterly membership, but then they have to cancel it and then sign up for a challenge pack. So I'm like, I don't even mess with it.
And we've seen it too many times that it will roll to the 39. They're like, no big deal, $39, I'm good.
Yeah.
But you're not. You're overpaying and you didn't get any goodies.
Yeah. So I would say no on the 14-day bod trial if you can avoid it as much as possible. Because like Alyssa said, I know I would be like, well, shoot, $40. I could do that. That works for me, and I'll just go get a shake somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, and let me be in this group. So I hope that answered. So, and there are plenty of free workouts, like all the sample workouts. There's one for all the newer programs, at least. Ever since BOD opened up, there's a sample workout there are plenty. Any other last parting words, or like, oh my God, your kiddos are so cute. Keep walking behind you. They're so cute. Anything else that like you think is like the sweet spot in your group? You've already shared so much, but in closing.
No, I think one thing is one of the most important things is really just finding the quality in there. I'm going to be totally honest, because when I first started this business, I may have looked for more like quantity than quality, and I didn't find really my tribe. And I think it's really important to find those people. Not everybody's going to join you, but you always want to keep in mind who you want your tribe to be. And if you're having to drag somebody to this free freaking group, leave them. They're not ready for it. And I think, that might be I'll let y'all know. I'll keep y'all updated on this next one, because there's so many people in this one. We will see. I'm going to make an assumption our conversion rate might look a little bit different than the last one did. But just to look for quality more than quantity, just so when you do convert, that they're your peeps, they're your tribe. Like,
I love that.
You want them in your group.
But here's what's funny is that because you focus on quality, you're getting quantity. Okay, so this is a good question. I'll address to everybody. Is y'all can have them set up a free Team Beachbody membership, so they put in their email, and that's how you get their stuff. So, and I would send that through a ShareCart. No, sorry, it's not ShareCart. Through a Coach Link generator. So Coach Link generator, it'll say free registration. So do Coach Link generator, put in your coach ID, hit submit, and then you'll see the little link for registration. You click registration, and under there you'll see free membership. Or send them directly to your coach website, and then there's a free thing there too. But I just send them the Coach Link generator. That thing's bomb. It's like a direct link to you. So Coach Link generator, that is in your coach office. I would save that onto your phone's desktop so you can always get to it and send them direct. So it's just called a free Team Beachbody membership, not free trial. That's the difference. And then that way, when they do order anything, they are automatically tied to you, but they didn't have to do the 14-day free trial drama.
Yeah, I mean, I truly think that one should just be like, make that obsolete, y'all.
I know.
Like, don't send it. Like, it just, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping one day that it does get like fixed, so that if somebody does have a 14-day free trial, they can opt up to upgrade. Or if somebody did already like have a challenge pack, that they can just click the button to upgrade to a coach and they don't have to pay the $40. So there's like a lot of things that I would love, but until then, cool. Okay, so yeah, so I'll answer this. Sometimes, so do you have them sign up for the free registration before adding them to your free group? Some people do and some people don't.
Oh, well, remember when we did it, I gave them the option, like it depended on the coach, however they wanted to approach that. That's why I had that PDF, just in case they didn't want to have to, even put their name in their email. I'm like, I like giving people options. Yeah. Whatever.
What you could do, here's what you could do. You could not require that, so people feel comfortable joining the group without having to give you their email address. But once they're in there, you can create a post and say, and message your private message your people and send them the link. Like, I'm so glad you're here. Here's where you can create a free membership with me so that I can stay in touch with you.
That's a good one. That is a great one to eliminate the.
Yeah, that way you kind of.
Yeah. Not only that, but they get to experience the BOD app. That was one of the things that I told my coaches. I said, look, well, if you want to use the PDF, that's fine. But number one, it goes into your back office or information. And number two, they get to experience, at least somewhat of the app, rather than just the PDF and it just looking like some free group with, some janky PDF. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it just looks more professional with the link and everything.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm going to try that next time.
Yeah, I think, like I said, like Letty said, right? You just try different things. And also with the last comment is that you're going to get people that are going to not do anything. Those aren't your people, obviously, right? You're going to get a lot of people who do. So you just keep trying new things, keep adding, you know, if you're going to continue running it, just know that sometimes you're going to have a really awesome group and some months you may not, but that's business, right? Like, it is what it is. And like, if you keep your focus on the positives versus, you know, don't focus on the people who are never going to join you, because that just brings your spirit down of like, okay, I'm going to get some new people in here, right? Those are the people that you want to focus on.
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely. Definitely don't want to focus on the people that, I mean, they're just not, in most cases, they're not ready, and that's okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
if they sit in that group long enough, maybe one day.
and
like
they
Alyssa said, you're not getting much more than that in that you're only getting 5 days of them, and then she turns it off. She turns all the posting off. So
Mhm.
it's like
And
ghost
to get
town
the
in there.
experience, like, is that even something I want to be in? Because it may not be their jam, and that's okay. How many times, and I've seen this too, people get in your group and you're like, they pay and everything. And they're like, oh, I really don't like posting or the community and any of that. I'm like, oh, like, I mean, it's not their jam. So this free group kind of gives them an idea of what it's going to be like when they get into our bod groups. So
I love it. So Letty shared, there's a link in the chat. You all should scroll back up. She gave a link that has really good content of exact posts for a 2-week group. So there in that folder has the exact content, like the actual graphic and a post. And the way Alyssa does it, they do much more interactive things. Like they're live in there and they share a bunch of things, and you just try different things that work for you and your group. I do believe though that the engagement piece is huge, and you may not get that many people engaging back with you, but that's okay. That's how you practice and get, like Alyssa said, that's where you get your confidence when you're building your business. Letty built her business. I mean, now look at her business. 3 years of free groups I remember when you used to do that. I do remember. I even remember your old posts. Well, mine were like that too, but we used to do terrible posts. We would take a picture of the DVD box and like how much it cost. And that'd be the post. Well, look, we're still here. We're still here.
well, you have to evolve. That's the thing. Like every time you do one, you have to be innovative, and it can't just be like you were saying, like the same group. You do have to find ways to change it up, you know?
Yeah. What I really love, so here's what's really great. I think our Summer Strong sale is insane, right? Like for $140, that's a cost of one Shakeology. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they get to do the whole, like that is a huge value. I'm like, oh my God, can I do it? You know what I mean? So now is a really good time to plan out your free group. What I would do, so it's May 5th. Can't believe I was going to say what day is it. It's May 5th. You can get a group going on Monday. It's only Tuesday. Get a group going by Monday. And then your goal by that, like Alyssa said, is we're going to hit Success Club by the end of this 5 or 7 days. And then you can start your VIP group the next day or even another week later. But what's awesome is that all those people get to do the Summer Strong sale. Like, so I would say it's Tuesday now. Y'all can get a group running. Maybe you can PM each other and do a little group, do it together. So yes.
Yeah, and one last thing, Tanya, if I wanted to add, if you guys go to YouTube and type in like maybe Team Beachbody free groups, you'll find a lot of like calls like this of other coaches who give like how they run their free groups and give ideas. So if that's something that you do want to do and you like want to plan out more ideas, tons of YouTube videos out there as well.
Yeah, I learned this whole business on YouTube. There was no coach office like this. It was awful. And that's when it was called the Coach Online Office, which is why Alyssa called it the coup, because it used to be called the coup. Now it's just the co. Okay, Alyssa, you are the best. I appreciate you taking the time out of all your busy, running your empire to share with all of our team, with both of our teams here. And thank you guys for being on a middle of the day on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alyssa.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Alyssa. Bye.